about it. Read all about it.
All aboard, all aboard. Final edition, final edition. All aboard, all aboard. Oh, just get on with it. There was the young man from Nantucket. I do. I keep it for breeding or sorry. He's in a rush. Policemen are about to get me. Darling, how lovely to see you. Free pudding, too, I wouldn't wonder. Listen, I'm so terribly sorry, but I was desperate. I had to do it. My name's Richard Hannay. They're after me for murder. I swear I'm innocent. You've got to help me. I've got to keep free for the next few days. You see, the safety of this country depends on it. This is the man you're looking for. His name is your name Richard Hannay? Certainly not. Hello there. Can I help you? Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for work. What kind of work? I'm an itinerant laborer. You'll find nothing in this vicinity. Are there no big houses around here? No big houses. So what's that big house? What big house? That big house. Oh, that big house. Isn't that a big house?
That is a big house.
But whose? His is it then?
An Englishman.
An Englishman? It wouldn't be called Sherlock, would it?
It would.
Right, well, thanks very much. I'll try there. Cheerio.
You won't tonight.
Won't I?
It's 14 miles the other side of the rock.
No, really, I'm sure I'll be...
Margaret!
Aye?
Come here, we have a visitor.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
You could stay here if you wanted.
Well, on second thought, that'd be very kind.
Can you eat the herring?
I could murder half a dozen right now.
Can you sleep in a box bed?
I can try.
2 and 6.
Done.
See to the gentleman and cook about it.
The daughter?
My wife.
Well done. I'll see to the coos. Sorry? I'll see to the coos. Right. Will you come in? I'd love to.
There's your bed.
Marvelous.
Could you sleep there, do you think?
I could sleep anywhere right now.
Won't you sit down, please, while I go get your supper?
Thank you. I say.
You wouldn't
happen to have today's paper?
My husband has the paper.
Right. So, been in these parts long?
No, I'm from Glasgow.
Glasgow?
You ever seen it?
No, I never did.
Oh, you should. It's Saturday night tonight.
Well, I've never been to Glasgow, but I've been to Edinburgh and Montreal and London.
London?
I could tell you all about London at supper.
Could you?
Certainly could.
No, John would not approve of that, I doubt.
John?
He says that they think it's such place of wickedness that goes on there.
All right, I could tell you now.
No.
If you wanted.
Ah, you could.
What would you like to know?
Is it true the ladies paint their toenails?
Some of them.
And put rouge and lipstick on their faces?
They do, yes.
Do London ladies look beautiful?
They wouldn't if you were beside them.
You ought not to say that.
Ought not to say what? Oh, I was just saying that your wife, that I prefer living in the country to the, living in the town to the country.
God made the country.
Certainly did. Supper almost ready, woman? Then hurry, sir. Do you mind if I look at your paper? Suit yourself. Thank you. You did not tell me your name.
Oh, Hammond.
Hammond. Mr. Hammond. No, Hammond. Here we are. Splendid. I'll say blessing before we begin. Good idea. Amen.
Wake up, sir. Wake up, please.
Oh, hello.
I beg you, sir.
The police? I might have known making a good out, and as for you, not so fast, my friend.
No, go. It's your only chance for liberty.
Listen, you're all wrong about this. She's only trying to help me.
Aye, to bring shame and disgrace upon my house.
Actually, if you want to know, I'm on the run from the police.
The police?
They're after me for murder.
Murder, police? They're right outside.
Don't let them in. Say I'm not here.
Fuck.
I'll make it with you a while. How much? £5. In cash. Will you take a check? Don't be funny with me.
Pay him.
Here. I didn't trust him. Listen. I was right. He's double-crossing you. Quick, now's your time. Through the window. Not that window. Which window? The rear window. Wait, what? Your jacket. My jacket? It's terrible light-colored. Oh, is it? It's the latest Harris tweed. I'm afraid you'll see on the dark Mars. Best take this one. This is your husband's coat. Aye, his Sunday best. It's so black they'll never see you. What's this? His hymn book. I can sing a hymn if I get frightened. Don't joke, I beg you. What'll happen to you? Don't worry about me. I wish I could take you away from all this. No, this is my home. What's your name? Margaret. Goodbye, Margaret. I'll never forget you for this.
Go now! There he is, after him.
Plane chase. Mrs. Jordan. I'm so sorry to disturb you, but I'm looking for the professor. Professor Jordan.
I'm the professor's wife, Louise Jordan.
I do beg your pardon, Miss Jordan. May I see the professor? It's really quite important.
May I know your name?
Yes, my name is Hammond. Tell him I'm a friend of Miss Annabelle Schmidt.
Miss Annabelle Schmidt, come in, Mr. Hammond, if you would, please.
Thank you. Lovely house.
We like it. Perhaps you'd care to join us.
Thank you.
Shall we pop in the party? On second thought, you don't mind waving him, Mr. Hammond. I'll fetch your husband directly.
Certainly. 5 times I tempt the door. Mr. Hammond, so sorry to have kept you. It's quite all right. So, you're from Annabelle Schmidt? I am, yes. Do you have any news? She's been murdered. Oh, dear, yes, of course. The Portland mentions of her. Quite dreadful. Now the police are after you. They are, rather. Well, don't worry about them. I managed to put them off the scent. They'll be far away by now. Thanks awfully. Not at all, old chap. I didn't do it.
Of course you didn't. Mr. Hannay, I suppose it's safe to call you by your real name now.
Quite safe.
Jolly good. The way to Scotland to tell me about it.
Because I believe she was trying to tell you about some secret, top secret Air Ministry secret, and she was about to be killed by a foreign agent who was uninterested too.
Really? Well, how can I ever thank you?
The thing is, Professor, she was looking for something.
Yes?
Something called
Go on.
the 39 steps. If we can find out what the 39 steps are, then...
So, let me get this quite clear. I'm sorry, you must be do take a seat, Mr. Hannay. Better.
Thank you.
So did she tell you what this foreign agent looked like?
There wasn't time. Oh, there was one thing. Part of his little finger was missing. Which little finger? This one, I think. Lift left.
Are you sure it wasn't this one? Dun, dun, dun!
I'm not sure. I think... Oh,
I can never remember.
it seems to be the wrong garden, all right.
Do. I should be so not sure.
I don't think so, dear. Of course, you could decide to join us for lunch. The exact qualities we need. War? Oh, yes, we'll have quite a show of it. And what if I don't believe in those qualities? What other qualities are there? Well, human qualities.
What are human qualities?
Loyalty, selflessness, sacrifice, love. But there is, you see, there is our home. Our home. You think, cue line is, what do you say? Will you join us, Hannay? All right, Professor, if you think I'm suitable material. Oh, there's just one thing. Sorry.
Of course, anything.
One little question.
Ask away.
Before I sign up.
Absolutely, my living.
What exactly is, yes.
The 39 steps.
Wait a minute.
You think you can pull the wool, or you ought to come join us then? Master Race, I despise you. Shoots me. I realize I'm shot. Oh, bugger. Collapse on the floor. And you think I was drinking the villain champagne only a half hour ago? Right. I cannot barely believe it. Mr. Hannay? No, thank you. Calling him so whereas all along he was a spy. Pretty sleek sleuthing for an amateur, Mr. Hannay. Thank you. Sure about the tea? Quite sure. Thank you. Look, here, Sheriff, I don't want to rush you or anything, but aren't we be taking steps? This is serious, you know, and if I want you don't suppose if I put myself in your hands with a murderer charge hanging over me. Police station next door and take it down. Biscuit. No biscuit, thank you. Nice. Garibaldi. Listen, Sheriff, There's no time to be lost. He's got to have the information. It's absolutely vital to the safety of...
Indeed I am, Chief Inspector. Do you think I'd play in time for the murder?
Murder?
Murderer? Take him to the county jail.
You heard my story. It's true. Every word of it.
Get me Professor Jordan.
If the professor didn't shoot me, where did that bullet come from? He holds up the bullet. The sheriff and the inspector recoil, cowering.
Grab him, man.
The inspector grabs Hene.
Thank you kindly, sir.
I demand that you allow me to speak to the Foreign Office in London.
Handcuffs going on now, sir.
I don't think so. With an almighty effort, Hene pushes the inspector into the sheriff. They both crash to the floor. A window appears. Hene does a splendid leap through it.
He's escaping. Stop him, man.
Hene runs out, follows him, blowing his whistle. The sheriff stares at the phone in frozen horror, puts it to his ear. Nope. Excuse me, I wonder if you could help me. I'm afraid I'm...
With you in a minute.
Right, absolutely. Can I help?
No, thank you.
The thing is, you see...
If you don't mind.
Sorry.
There we are now.
Right, anyway, I'm in a bit of a pickle, you see, and...
Why, hello there, hello.
Hello?
The Hoolers.
Am I?
Take a seat, take a seat, take a seat.
Thank you.
Captain Rob Roy McAllister.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I must apologize for my hesitation in addressing you, but to tell you the simple truth, I entirely failed while listening to the chairman's flattering description just now to realize he was talking about me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyway, when I journeyed up to Scotland a few days ago, traveling on the Highland Express over the magnificent structure of the Forth Bridge, I had no idea that in a few days I should be addressing an important political meeting. But may I say from the bottom of my heart and utmost sincerity how delighted and relieved I am to find myself in your presence at this moment. Oh, hello, do take a seat. I'm just about to go to the best... Good heavens. Hello.
Hello.
So anyway, what was I saying? Yes, delighted, not to say relieved, because so long as I stand on this platform, I'm delivered from the cares and anxieties that are always the lot of a man in my position. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we are here tonight to discuss... What shall we discuss? I know, let's discuss, how about the herring trade? Or haddock, perhaps? Or the idle rich? Not that I can talk about that, because I'm not rich and I've never been idle. Thanks awfully. Well, I've been pretty busy all my life, really. Well, actually, not recently. Recently, I've been in a bit of a slump, to be honest. Catching myself in the lonely hours full of damned thoughts and what have you. Well, not recently. Recently, the last few days. Well, the last few days, really, everything's gone a bit haywire, frankly. Wouldn't say it's been easy. Pretty damn difficult, actually. But the odd thing is you carry on, and it's pretty bracing when you do. Pulls a chap out of himself, if you know what I mean. There he is, no idea what's happening, who to trust, where to turn, whether it'll be worth it in the end and all, but something I don't know stirs the old bones, gets the old ticker pumping, and there's no time to think, and your mind's singing, and your heart's racing, and you're meeting people, real people, doing the best they can. Yes, doing the best they can in all the terrible situations the world throws at them. Suffering things no man or woman ought to suffer, and yet they carry on. They don't give up. They damn well keep going, and I'll tell you what else they do. They do the best they can for other people, too. Whatever problem they've got, they damn well look after each other. Is that such a outmoded, sentimental notion? Is it? Well, is it? So look here. Let's just set ourselves resolutely to make this world a happier place, a decent place, a good world, a world where no nation plots against nation, where no neighbor plots against neighbor, where there's no persecution or hunting down, where everybody gets a square deal and a sporting chance, and where people try to help and not to hinder. A world where suspicion and cruelty and fear have been forever banished. So I'm asking you, each and every one of you here tonight, you and you and you and you and you and you, indefinitely you, is that the sort of world you want? Because that's the sort of world I want. What do you think? Let's vote on it. Come on, vote for a good world, a better world, a new world, And above all, vote for Mr. McCrocodile. There, that's all I have to say. Thank you. This is the man you want, Inspector. Where have I heard that before?
Yes, definitely, he's the one.
I suppose you think you've been damn clever.
Come along now, sir.
Don't you see I was speaking the truth in the railway carriage? You must have seen I was genuine.
That'll be all, ma'am, and thank you very much for your help. Don't mention goodbye, officers.
All right, just listen, please. You have to. There's an enormous important secret.
That'll do now.
Being taken out of the country by a devilishly brilliant foreign agent. I can't do anything myself because of these fool detectives. But if you telephone Scotland Yard immediately and tell them this...
Goodbye, Mr. Hene.
Actually, beg your pardon, miss. Ivernary, miss.
Ivernary, but that's nearly
40 miles.
40 miles.
The car, miss. Hello. I'm Richard, by the way.
I'm not talking to you.
Right.
This is the road south. Ivernary's north, Shirley.
Hannay waits. The man knows the way, miss. Excuse me, Inspector.
What?
Mind I see your warrant?
You shut your mouth.
Would you like to have a small bet with me, Pamela? Pamela sighs. All right, I'll have it with you, Sherlock. I'll lay 100 to 1 that your prosecutor fiscal has the top joint of his little finger missing. Heavy one, whacks Hannay. Hannay rubs his face and grins. I win.
What are you stopping for?
Damn sheep, get out of the way. Well, a whole flock of detectives.
Ow, you bleeding boots.
And as long as they go, you go. Come on. He jumps out of the car, pipe between his teeth, pulls Pamela with him. What are you doing? Now listen to me. Takes the pipe out of his mouth, sticks it. Feel this pistol? Yes? Do you want me to shoot you stone dead? Not particularly, no. Then get a move on. Pulling her after her. Come on.
I'm stuck. I can't move.
Yes, you can.
Ow! Help!
Listen, one more peep out of you, I'll shoot you first and myself after. I mean it. Now, come on.
I'm in a puddle.
So you are.
I'm soaked through.
Never said it'd be easy, Pamela, my dear. Smell that, Heather. Makes you glad to be alive, doesn't it?
Lovely, yes.
Come on.
Will you stop doing that? And do stop whistling. Look. What chance do you have got tied to me?
Keep that question for your husband if I were you.
I don't have a husband.
Luckily him. Come along. What is that tune? Right under the style. Ow! You seem a little stuck.
Is that so?
Hang on.
What?
If you go, then I go. No, that doesn't work. Wait a minute. Let's start again.
I say, what is the use of all this?
Hannay pulls. Pamela squeaks. Ow! Hannay whistles.
And please stop whistling as soon as light daybreak.
They're not policemen.
Oh, really? So why did you find that out?
You found it out yourself. I'd never have known that was the wrong way to Ivary. They were taking us to their boss with the little finger missing, and God help either of us if we met him.
So you're still sticking to your penny novelette spy story?
Listen.
Ow!
There are 20 million women in this island, and I've got chained to you. I'll say it one more time. There's a dangerous conspiracy against this island, and we're the only people who can stop it.
The gallant knight to the rescue.
All right, then you're alone on desolate moor in the dark, manacled to a plain common murderer who stabbed an innocent, defenseless woman 4 days ago, and can't wait to get you off his hands. If that's the situation you prefer, then have it, my girl, and welcome.
I'm not afraid of you.
She sneezes. Achoo! Bless you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Ow, you're horrible. You just don't care. Selfish, horrible, heartless self.
Yes, well, that's the kind of man I am, I'm afraid.
Well, God help your wife. That's all I can say.
Yes, God help her. And then the hotel shows up. No. Wouldn't you want to be alone tonight? No. Hello. Hear that? Hi. Hello. There it goes again. Ach, you poor dears. My poor wee dears. Thanks awfully. We have an accident with our car a few miles back. You have no luggage? Sorry. Have you no luggage? Have you no luggage? Oh, yes, of course. It's in the car. Aye. How do you do, anyway? The McGonagall awaits you. Thank you. As I was, isn't that right, Willie? Aye. Marvelous. Anyway, bring it off season. Yeah, we'd like to stay the night if we could accommodate us. But you'll not be minding that. No, quite the reverse. You're a man and wife, I suppose. Oh, yes, nudges Pamela.
Yes.
Aye, thank you. Can't actually write with my right hand. Got a bit,
Please.
Sorry.
Cranking the car.
Crank in the car. Quite right. Tell you what. Why don't you sign, my darling? The sooner we get used to writing our new name, the better. Remember what it is?
No.
Yes, I think you do, actually, don't you, darling? Mr. and Mrs. Henry Hopkinson. Hollyshocks. Hammersmith. Hampshire.
Well done, darling.
And there we are. So anyway, I think we'll be,
Will you be needing to your suppers?
sorry.
You'll be needing your suppers. You'll be needing your suppers.
Oh, yes, splendid. Thank you. I could send up a large whiskey and soda and a few sandwiches. Oh, and a glass of milk.
Of course, Lock the two doors. Would care to follow me through the room?
Please, certainly, darlings.
Roaring fire.
Marvelous.
Oh, dear, take that wet skirt of yours and I'll have it dried in the kitchen. Good night, sir. Good night, madam.
Good night. Nudges Pamela. Good night. Look, you think I'm going to spend the whole night with you in this room? And that, what else are you going to do? Let me go. And he pulls Pamela over to the chair she sits there with on his knee. Come in.
Hawk.
Excuse me. Hey, it's quite all right. We were getting warm by the fire, weren't we, darling? What? Weren't we, darling? Yes, darling. Darling. I can't see that.
Anyway, we're on the sandwiches. Your whiskey and your glass of milk.
Thank you.
Will there be anything else?
No, thank you.
I say, please don't go.
Why ever not? Is there anything wrong? Of course there's nothing wrong. She wants to tell you something, that's all. Thinking fast. We're a runaway couple.
Hawk, I do it all the time.
Sorry?
I can do it all the time.
Anyway, you won't give us away, will you?
Of course, you'll be disturbed.
Come along, tuck in. What do you want? Looks inside. Ham and tomato, ham and tomato, ham and tomato, ham and tomato. Then I'll have ham and tomato. They wolf down. Listen, you better get that skirt off.
I beg your pardon?
I don't want to be tied to a pneumonia case on top of everything else. Take it off. I don't mind. Can I be of assistance?
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Hold this.
She gives him her sandwich. He lifts up her skirt and again does suspend her. He does not look. She rolls the stocking all the way down to her ankle and glides it off. His hand trails lightly behind her. Neither say a word. We become aware of the wind buffeting the window, the cracking fire in the gate. Now she lifts her skirt on the other thigh, flicks open the suspender, starts to roll down the stocking. Once again, his hand trails lightly along beside her, down her thigh, over her knee, down her shin to her ankle. She glides it off. Once again, neither say a word. She gets up. He follows her. He hangs the stocking in front of the fire. One falls. He picks it up. Here.
Thank you.
Would you like your milk now?
Thank you.
Woman now?
Yes, thanks.
Well, come along.
Where are we going?
Going to bed. Suddenly.
I'm not lying on that bed.
So sorry, as you're chained to me, you lie where I lie. Sorry. I want you to know that
I hate you.
Right.
Ow. Will you stop doing that?
There I go again. I wish I could get that damn tune out of my head. I wonder where I heard it. Do you know when I last slept in a bed? Saturday night, that was. Then I only got a couple of hours.
Oh, well, your dreams? I imagine murderers have terrible dreams.
Oh, I used to. I used to wake up in the middle of the night screaming, thinking the police were after me. Funny that. You see, when I first took to a life of crime, I was quite squeamish about it. A most sensitive child.
You do surprise me.
But I soon got hard, and before long I was an out-and-out villain, wanted on 3 continents. Just thinking, in years to come, you'll be able to tell your grandchildren to Madame Trousseau's and point me out.
Which section?
Inveterate, irreformable no-hopers, wedded to a life of crime. That's me, Pamela, my darling, and a sad story of my life. Poor little orphan boy who never had a chance. Irredeemable, irreclaimable. Utterly hard and beastly. Yeah, I'd like to get away from me as quick as you can if I were you. Oh, no, you can't, can you? Oh, well.
Morning.
What's the big idea? How did you get out of these? Why didn't you run away?
I thought I'd stay.
May I ask what earthquake caused your brain to work at last?
They're not policemen.
I know they're not policemen. I said they weren't policemen.
Sorry.
So what did they say?
30.
9
39, that's right, 39.
steps.
You're going to warn them.
What?
How can you warn steps?
Never mind, go on.
London Palladium.
London Palladium? London Palladium? Who's that, I wonder? Is that the professor, our friend with the little missing finger? What's he want to go there for? Funny thing for a master spy to do. They smile at each other. They look at the floor. Romantic music.
I'm sorry, I feel such an awful fool for not believing you.
That's all right. Well, we ought to be
Yes.
going, I suppose. They're rather close. Neither moves.
Right,
Right.
yes.
Which
What?
room are they staying in?
Who?
What?
Who?
Those two men.
Sorry?
They get closer and closer. The two men you overheard.
Staying in? Well, they're not.
Sorry.
They went away as soon as they telephoned. They drove off into the night rather fast, actually.
Actually, hardly listening, about to kiss her. Where?
Where? Don't know. Sorry. Does it matter?
Does it matter?
What?
What do you mean, does it matter?
I'm sorry,
You button-headed little idiot. Why didn't you stop them?
What?
This is unbelievably appalling.
Button-headed?
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
Why didn't you stop them, for God's sake?
Because I wanted to see you.
Well, that was a stupid thing to do, wasn't it?
Apparently, yes.
So where did they go?
I don't know. The London Palladium, I suppose.
The London Palladium when?
Tonight, on the way out.
On the way out? On the way out of where?
I don't know what.
Well, that's 4 or 5 precious hours wasted.
Well, if they're leaving the country, that's fine. Isn't just leave well enough alone?
Leave well alone. Leave well alone. I accuse of murder. The only way to clear my name is expose those spies.
There you go again. You see, selfish.
What?
Heartless, beastly, horrible, and selfish.
But much more important than that, much more important than clearing my name, they're about to leave the country with a secret vital to the safety of our defense.
Well, I'm very much sorry.
Which show? Matinee or evening?
I don't know.
Well, thanks for your help. Goodbye.
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 And don't expect me to come with you.
Renee marches back to her. I won't.
Good.
Good.
I'm not surprised you're an orphan. Hello?
Good Lord. Thought you'd run off.
You run off?
Well, I was bloody furious.
I'll go, Lieutenant.
No, stay. You're here.
All right.
Now, but look here. I found him.
Who? The professor. The professor where?
There, in that box. Do you see?
Gosh, yes, but wait a minute.
What?
You can't do anything about it. I've seen Scotland Yard.
Scotland Yard?
My uncle's chief commissioner, actually.
Chief Commissioner?
Yes, Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob?
Yes,
Bob's your uncle?
yes. He said nothing about stolen foreign air, no top secret information or anything.
But you heard those men say the professor's got it.
Well, they've checked out and there's absolutely certain.
Police? What are the police doing here? They didn't follow you here, did they?
Oh dear, sorry.
That's it then. That's it. Oh. Mr. Memory. Wait a minute. That's a damn tune I couldn't get out of my head. Mr. Memory. I've got it. Of course they don't know anything's missing. All the information's in Memory's head. That's why the professor's here tonight, to take Memory out of the country. All right. I think I do, Mish. Now come along quietly, sir. There's a good chap, sir. All right. He's innocent, I tell you. I'm sorry, Pamela. There's no other way. Very wise, sir. Now, if you just... Hannay vanishes. Albright spins around. St. Paul's Cathedral. He's done in the year 1660. What are the 39 steps? 60. I said, what are the 39 steps? Come and answer up. The 39 steps, sir? Yes, Mr. Memory. For the last time, what are the 39 steps? The 39 steps in an organization of spies that collect information on behalf of the Secret Service, There's the man you want, Detective Chief Inspector. Never in eternity.
Richard!
Oh, no, you don't, Professor.
Keep your seats, please. Attention, girls.
Take it easy, there's a good chap. Just a scratch, Bert. I'll be all right. Mr. Memory.
Yes, sir.
What's the secret formula you were taking out of the country?
I'll be all right to tell you, sir.
It will, Mr. Memory.
You know, anyway, sir.
Of course not, old man.
Am I right, sir?
Quite right, old chap.
Well,
well,
you're a free man anyway.
right.
Save the country, too.
We both did that.
Not really.
Anyway, better be,
Right.
do you want to... What? Nothing.
Quite.
Better be going.
Yes.
Got the decorators in and,
Certainly do.
well, bye.
Bye.
So that's me, and the sad story of my life. Richard Hannay, irredeemable, irreclaimable, unreformable.
Utterly horrid and beastly. Poor little orphan boy who never had a chance. That's the man I want, Inspector.
Happy Christmas, darling.
Happy Christmas, darling.